Well, to talk to us about the shocking news of Senzo Meyiwa's death, we're now joined in studio by SABC sports analyst, Mr. David Kekana. David, a very good afternoon to you, and thank you for joining us on PM News, sir.
My pleasure.
All right, now, David, the passing of Mr. Meyiwa has indeed shocked the world and South Africa at large. What was your first reaction when you heard these tragic news, especially as South Africa was just reeling from the shock of course, Mbuleni Mlaud's untimely death the same weekend?
It's, you know, I had flashbacks talking to Senzo as early as last year. Orlando Pirates were playing a game at night in Johannesburg. And in the evening of that, after the game had finished, Senzo got into a car and drove to Durban. And whilst I was walking around in Durban out of my hotel room, there was Senzo, and I was shocked by him being there. And I said, Senzo, but you guys were playing tonight at Orlando Stadium. What puts you here? And he just laughed at me, and we had a chat, and he said, no, I had to be here. And, you know, sharing jokes, and it's just normal, and teasing me always, because he always liked to tease me. He was that kind of a player, bubbly character, somebody who really you'd never hear him shout. He enthused what you want to see from a professional, highly professional, and somebody that loved his craft. Senzo was always in the limelight, but when you met him, he wasn't a guy who was in the limelight. He was a guy that you would meet from next door, that would chat with you and have a laugh. It was that, I mean, but he had a drive. He was somebody that wanted to be successful, and that drive drove him to Bafana Bafana. I mean, I knew him even when he was with the juniors at under 17 and under 20 with Steve Mbombela.
Yes.
Very highly competitive, and he pushed Itumeleng Khune to be what he is today as a goalkeeper, because both of them had this challenging thing. I remember the late Ivan Khoza's daughter, Zota Khoza, saying, but why bakhethu Itumeleng bashiwe Senzo ngaphandle? Because he loved this boy. And even at Pirates, he was always saying, but Senzo must start at Pirates. Why balok bambeka bathi he'll grow. He's already there. He's been in the under 17 and under 20 and under 23 as a goalkeeper. He just needs to play. That's the love that a lot of people that knew Senzo had for him. You know, it's a sad tale. And we soon to hear the real story behind the death of Senzo Meyiwa.
Absolutely. Now, David, what does his passing mean for the South African football fraternity? I mean, we've surely lost a great sporting icon here.
It's something that we have to reflect as people that work in this business. I mean, Orlando Pirates are not only starting now to lose Senzo Meyiwa. Quite a number of players have lost their life who belong to this team. I mean, we remember Taf Moleko, who died on his way to the airport whilst he was on loan to Cape Town. We remember Manyatela, yes, who died with a car crash. And of course, Gifle Remy also in a car crash, who was, of course, had his formative years with Orlando Pirates. And this year, quite a number of Orlando Pirates players have gone through tragedies as far as accidents are concerned. They came out unscathed. But, you know, it's a sad tale, and sometimes we need to take stock of what is happening. But yet again, we need to celebrate this life of a true sportsman, somebody who embodied everything that we want to see from a sportsman. He might have made only 7 Bafana Bafana starts. You know, he started with Lesotho with a 2-0 lead. In a sense, in that game against Lesotho, when he made his debut, his best friend at Orlando Pirates, they call him the Gautrain, scored for Bafana Bafana. He was quite excited for him. You know, he's a kind of guy who shared with his mate as well, and who all the players loved, and a leader as well. Ivan Khoza spoke one thing about him. He spoke about Senzo's leadership qualities. He says he was not divisive. He was somebody that always wanted people to be united, and that's what he embodied at Orlando Pirates.
David, before I let you go, very quickly, your message to the family, please, and the fans, of course.
Look, we are saddened by this tragic incident, and I hope that the South African machinery, as far as the police, would get to the bottom of this and make sure that the culprits are apprehended. We don't need such people in our community. that go around killing people. And this is not only for Senzo, this is for the whole South Africans that continue to die on a daily basis from such tragic incidences. And we hope that South Africa will prove that we've got the machinery to apprehend such people.
David.
And to the family, I say, Lalani Ngokolo.
David, thank you so much for your time right here on PM News.
Thank you.